Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thomas Jefferson Center for Constitutional Studies presentation entitled The Tale of Two Constitutions. We appreciate your being with us as we study how many Americans know what the Constitution says, yet do not understand what the Constitution really means. This often creates opposing views, and the true meaning of the founders' original intent can be misunderstood or misinterpreted. But history has proven that the principles used by the Founding Fathers to establish the Constitution were so effective and accurate that applying anything more or less resulted in devastating problems. In fact, constitutional authorities such as Dr. W. Cleon Skousen point out that the 100 problems facing America today are all a result of abandoning the Founding Fathers' original Constitution. Let us therefore take a look at an overview of the Constitution as envisioned and set up by our founders. The founders believed that our rights came from God, and those rights are therefore unalienable. The founders also believed that government derived its powers from the people. When the founders drafted the Constitution, they were reacting to their experiences under an over-aggressive government with unlimited powers of a king and a parliament. Too often, the British system was prone to suppress the individual rights of the people. Thus, the Constitution was designed to keep the federal government under control so that the leaders would not abuse their powers or enslave the people. As Thomas Jefferson wrote, "Let no more be said of the confidence in men, but bind them down from mischief by the chains of a constitution." Therefore, the Constitution they created was a charter that listed what the people would allow the government to do and not do. For as George Washington wrote, "Government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force, and like fire, it is a dangerous servant and a fearful master." Therefore, the original Constitution gave the federal government only 20 powers. This is outlined in Article 1, Section 8. For as James Madison, father of the Constitution, explained, the powers delegated by the proposed Constitution to the federal government are few and defined. This is the U.S. Constitution then, as it was. Article 1 of the Constitution established a law-making powers with the Senate assigned to watch over the rights of the states and the House to watch over the rights of the people. This ensured that there would be a perpetual system of checks and balances. Article 2 assigns the President to administer the laws and government established by the Congress. It gave no authority to make laws on his own. The 6 main duties of the President are therefore listed here. You will see there are only 6. Article 3 explains that the Supreme Court is to be the watchdog or guardian of the Constitution. Its purpose is to see that the states and the officers of the federal government are kept within the boundaries of the Constitution. Then Article 4 lists the rights of the states themselves. It addresses their union, their relationship to each other, and protections from encroachment by the federal government. Article 5 allows the people to change the Constitution by amendment if they so desire. Each amendment then becomes part of the Constitution. Article 5 states, this Constitution can be amended by approval of 2/3 of the House and Senate and 3/4 of the state legislatures. Article 6 declares that this Constitution shall be the supreme law of the land. It also declares that elected officials will take an oath of office supporting the Constitution of the United States. The presidential oath of office states, "I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. In Article 7 it states that ratification of at least 9 of the 13 states will establish the Constitution and put it into full force and effect. But to further clarify these 7 articles, the founders included a preamble or statement of purpose, as had been drafted by Gouverneur Morris, chairman of the Committee on Style. His statement summarized the 6 purposes of the new government that was formed. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. These 7 articles, along with the preamble, comprise the basic form in which the Constitution was finally submitted to Congress and the states September 1787. Following their acceptance by the Congress and the states, it took effect March the 4th, 1789. However, even with the restrictions of the 20 limited powers, the founders were still concerned that there could be a runaway government, so they ratified the Constitution with the provision that a Bill of Rights be added. The Bill of Rights became the first 10 amendments and enumerated what the government could not do. By 1804, the founders made additional clarifications by adding the 11th Amendment, which protected the states, and the 12th Amendment, which adjusted how the President and Vice President were elected. This, then, is what the framers of the Constitution gave us in order to protect life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. This, then, is the way the Constitution was. We also invite you to watch part 2 of this series, where we will cover the Constitution as it is today. Now, those of you who would like to participate with the Thomas Jefferson Center for Constitutional Studies and assist in restoring the Constitution as it was, please visit our website at thethomasjeffersoncenter.com. Thank you very much.